Are you ready for the second half? And please welcome your second half MC, Matt Barker.
I think it's this one. Welcome back. How's it going? Good. I like that. I just want to clarify one thing before I invite the players back, and it's something that none of you remember because there was lots of funnies in between there. Nathan said I wear a button-up shirt because I'm rich. I have no money. If you would like to donate some, my Venmo is... No, I don't actually know what it is. Cool, so hi, welcome back. Thank you for having great energy. Thank you for having a good time and just making this a good, solid show so far. Let's keep it going. I need your loudest and most powerful energy that you've ever had in your life because we're going to call all of our players back to the front! We did it. Guys, we did it. 2023. I mean...
It's our year.
We can do it. One of the presidents said that. I don't remember which one, and I don't care. Cool, so we're just going to jump right back into it. We're going to start with the first game of the second half. This is the game of Scantron Director, and I need Nathan, Austin, and Allison, players to the front. Alright, so the way that the game of Scantron works is we do a scene, and at random points I'll ask them questions about the scene. They'll each give an answer, and the audience will vote on which answer they like the best. The game of Director, they're doing a scene, and then the director, in this case me, will stop the scene, give them direction, change the genre of the scene, and move on. So, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do a little imagining together, alright? I'm writing a movie, but I haven't written it. They are my actors, and they're writing it as they go. And we're gonna see what happens with this movie, and it's gonna be a great time. So for this, give me a suggestion of a name of okay, I need the name of a movie that does not exist and is not just like a play on another movie's title. Just make up a movie title.
Trucks.
No, it's a terrible suggestion by all accounts, but I'm taking it. I heard trucks. I'm almost positive there's a movie called Trucks somewhere out there. All right, cool. We're gonna make this beautiful movie. Actors, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, action.
Dad, why are you driving so fast?
You gotta learn, son. We're all truckers in this family.
Why are you making me put my foot on the gas?
Push harder. Wait, stop, son! There's one of them hitchhikers.
But Mom says never to pick up hitchhikers.
Your mother ain't here for a reason.
Okay, cut. You're a little boy. You're doing great, honey.
Thank you.
I just feel like you talked too much in that, so it's fine. Okay, this is kind of working, but it's not really working. I think the hitchhiker needs some kind of plot twist. What is the hitchhiker's twist for this scene?
He's the trucker's brother.
Okay, brother, okay.
He escaped from a prison.
Okay, all right, what do you got?
He just really wants to be a zookeeper so bad.
Okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna need your help to vote for this. Is he the trucker's brother? Clap and cheer if you want that. All right, did he escape from prison?
Yeah!
Does he really want to be a zookeeper? Cool. Yeah. I like that. He wants to be a zookeeper, but I want this to be a war movie. It's a war movie now. Action.
Get in!
I can only save 3 iguanas, I'm sorry.
There's far too many of them.
It's all right, son. We'll take refuge in the abandoned zoo. You're okay with that, aren't you?
Aren't there coaches all around there?
This is war.
I'm too young to see all this.
Quiet, you! Look, there's a child.
Cut. You know this. They didn't. SAG did not like that last time. We can't do that. They told you. All right. You're not doing enough. I need you to do more. This boy is. He's been betrayed by his father for the last time. What is he gonna do next?
He's gonna drive us off the road.
Okay. All right.
He's gonna sell our tires for money.
Okay. What do you think?
He's gonna turn the truck into his mech suit.
Okay. All right. Is he? Whatever he said. Driving us off the road. Okay, sell the tires for money. I wonder where this is going to go. Does he put on a mech suit? Alright. But you know what I think we need more of too? I think we need more. I'm thinking Godzilla. I'm thinking Mothra. I want this to be a kaiju film, a Japanese kaiju film. Action.
I had enough of you, Pop!
Son!
Senpai!
Son, when did you have the time to do this to my truck?
I've been doing this for years, Father. Maybe if you paid attention, you would have seen.
I'm sorry, son, you're right. I didn't care for you as I should have.
Don't
And now
worry.
you're gonna destroy Tokyo.
I've got iguana powers! Hiya!
I don't have any powers. I'll be here.
Cut! But you need them. You need them. What are his powers?
Cold energy power.
Okay, cold energy.
Icicle man!
Icicle man.
Speak Spanish.
Speak Spanish. All right. Is it cold? 1.
Woo!
Okay, is it cold 2? Or is it la español? I like what you're thinking, but I'd like it more if it was a silent movie. Action.
Ow.
What have I done? I love him!
Mijo!
I didn't know where that was gonna go when I said speak a language and then don't speak. But it worked out. It worked out. Cool. I just put down the games list that I need to know what's happening.
I learned Spanish for nothing.
Yeah, he's doing his mission in Mexico, so I just was like, he could do it, but what if he didn't? Okay, this is the next game here. You can use it in the next game. This next game is called Seuss Interrogation. He won't use it. For this game, I need Nathan, Bryce, and Andrew players to the front. And get the guy there and say, go on, kid. Go on! Alright, so while I do this, I'm going to explain. An interrogation is a guessing game where Nathan is going to be trying to establish what crime he committed, who he committed it with, and why he did it. Seuss is a game where we speak in Seussian language, meaning rhymes and silly words. You might see where this is going. We're playing a guessing game where Nathan has to guess his crime, but all the players on stage have to rhyme and speak in Seuss. So, the mic's coming off now. To me, it sounds exactly the same. Okay, from this part of the audience, determine what that means by your own accord. Don't say anything. Give me something that is not a crime, but you think that should be a crime.
Baking cupcakes with sprinkles.
You're wrong. Hold on. People are entering. Hold on.
Catfishing.
Hold on. People are, what did I just say? You're forgiven. What?
Using the HOV lane as a passing lane.
That's a little complicated. You're wrong. That's disgusting.
Waxing your dog.
Where's tradition?
Who's the dog person? What did you say?
Waxing your dog.
Oh, that seems uncool. Nice.
Using the same knife for both peanut butter and jelly.
I'll tell you the story. We got this one in practice last week, and I didn't take it because I thought it'd be too hard. Okay, so he used the same knife for his peanut butter and his jelly. All right, this half of the audience now, I want you to tell me, I want an accomplice that he did this with that has nothing to do with peanut butter or jelly or knives.
The Kool-Aid.
George Washington.
Keep going, what? Keep going.
Jimmy Neutron.
Even my mother. Okay, I'm not going to take it because I don't think enough of them will know enough about it, but Walter White would be very funny. We're going to go with Barney the dinosaur. Barney the dinosaur. And last but not least, he needs a reason for doing this crime. It's unrelated to anything we've said so far. Just Someone raise your hand and tell me a motive. You over there.
It really needs insurance money.
Okay, keep going.
Religious extremism.
I'm not taking that because because we're BYU, but he would love that. Okay, yeah, his grade. He didn't get his grade rounded up. All right, so before we call Nathan back in, I want you guys to review really quick so that we're all on the same page. Okay, listen up, listen up.
He used the same knife for both peanut butter and jelly. He did it with Barney the dinosaur. And he did it because he didn't get his grade rounded up.
All right, cool. Everyone call Nathan in on 3 by saying 1, 2, 3, hallelujah. 1, 2, 3. Hallelujah.
Amen.
All right, this is Seuss Interrogation. Are you ready?
Yes! Oh, why don't you just get on in here? We're just the cops. You have nothing to fear.
You silly detectives, quit flapping your jaw. I'm clean as can be in the eyes of the law.
That isn't true. You've committed a crime. Now tell us what you did and then serve your time.
Well, you see, here's the sitch. You were hungry, so you made yourself a tasty sandwich.
Yes, I've done that. Is that so cray-cray? Is there a crime to eat a good PB&J?
But there was something that wasn't okay.
See, for this snack, you needed a tool. But you used just one, for you were a fool.
I'm writing up your crimes with this, my pencil. You only used one utensil?
I didn't mean to cause such anger and strife when I used peanut butter and jelly with but only one knife.
People like you just make me sick. But you had an accomplice to do this trick.
And we've heard it from him. He wasn't silent. And we know that he is the color of violet. I love you. You love me. We are a happy family.
This man, you see, was quite bombastic, for he hailed from the land of Jurassic.
I committed a crime that was wretched and poor, and my accomplice was that Barney, the great dinosaur. Please, oh please, don't give me a peck. I feel your breath so close on my neck.
We're close to conviction, so we're feeling fine. But what I've heard is you got an 89.9. You thought things were going so well at your school, but your professor, he was oh so cruel.
I have great anxiety, like Charlie Brown's Linus. My professor wouldn't curve my barely B minus.
I really appreciate the sound guy mashups, but I don't at the same time. Because if you haven't noticed, like I didn't when I first came in, they're all 2 songs mashed together. You probably picked up on that, but I didn't. Cool, well that was fun and chaotic. What if we were more fun and more chaotic? What if we played the game of double Game-O-Matic? And for this game, we'll explain, calm down. For this game, I need Austin, Braden, Allison, and Noelle, players to the front. All right, because you're also antsy to know, the way that I love you all, by the way, that was a joke. The way that Game-O-Matic works is that we have 3 initials that we get from the audience, and then they make up a game. They don't make up a game. Well, improv has a lot of games, you know, and they think of a game that has those 3 letters and the initials. Do you know how initials work? They make a game with those 3 initials, and I'm flustered. So double Game-O-Matic, we're gonna take the 3 suggestions, and normally we have you vote on the one you like the most. This time you're gonna vote on the 2 you like the most, and then Austin over there in the corner is tasked with combining them into one game. So we are not only mashing up games, but we are mashing up games that we are making up as we go. So, first, the thing I need the first person to give me a compliment. Go.
You're so pretty.
Who said that? You?
Yeah.
What are your initials?
BMB.
What letter would your last name start with if it wasn't B?
E.
Okay, B-M-E. B-M-E. Those are your letters, and they're gonna think of a game that starts with those letters, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be so fun. I realize you're the boy, so I'm sorry if that put you on the spot about the last initial thing. Oh, they are? He's in the club. I should have known this. I'm the president. I'm sorry. I think I did, and I have the memory of a goldfish, and I apologize, Joseph. You're great. Cool. Hey, who else is engaged? Gross. Gross. I've been married 2.5 years. Hey, here's another fun fact for you, and I'm definitely not stalling for time. My wife is right now sound guy's assistant, and she's the most pretty wife in the whole world, but she's hiding now. But she told me, you told me to tell them this. Okay. Alright, cool. Well, 2 of the 3 of us are good to go, so let's just go for it. Braden, if you could please explain your game that has the initials BME.
Yeah, absolutely. This is one of my favorite games from way back when. It's called Be Mighty Eel-like. And basically, one player, the 3 players turn around and one is tapped on the back, so they know they're the eel and no one else knows who the eel is. And then throughout the scene, they have to present eel-like qualities. Be mighty eel-like.
Mighty eel-like. All right, Allison, what do you have for us?
So what I have for you is a classic improv game called Billings Montana Energy, or Billings Movement Energy. Alternatively, you can call it either one, because they both say BME. And in Billings Movement Energy, it's based off like a yoga class at the one studio they have in Billings, Montana. So I'm acting out a scene where there's some sort of exercise class from an exercise we'll get from the audience, and the instructor has to subtly, with their body, make some shapes that spell the name of a different city that the players then have to guess.
Wonderfully chaotic. Noelle, do you have one for us?
Yeah, this is the game of barely mechanical Egyptians. And the way this game works is that everybody's doing a scene, but the mechanic, which is one random specified person, if they're bored, they have to say the magic word, and then everyone has to do this.
All right, cool. So just to review, we have Be Mighty Eel-like, we have Billings Movement Energy,
Yes.
and then we have Barely Mechanical Egyptians. Okay, so now this is very important. You're gonna clap and cheer for the one you want, but I'm gonna pick 2 of them based on the clapping and the cheering. So let's start with Be Mighty Eel-like. All right, we have Billings Movement Energy. And then we have Barely Mechanical Egyptians. You all made that very hard for me. But I think we went with the eels and the Egyptians. That's what we're gonna do. So now Austin's gonna come up with a beautiful way to combine that. Does he have it? Oh yeah, let's review one more time. Go through what the game is, please.
Yeah, one person is secretly an eel, no one else knows who they are, and they must elicit eel-like movements throughout the scene, and then people must, they have to figure out who the eel is.
Cool, that's simple enough. And then explain yours again.
Yes.
Your well thought out idea.
You except one person who is the mechanic, so that I could use the word mechanical. Says a magical word, and then everyone has to do this.
So it's like a magic mechanic.
Yeah.
So it's like magic. Anyways. All right, Austin, what do you have for us?
Well, so if you guys caught it in the last half, this whole thing was my idea. Because I'm really good at this.
The show, not these games, the show.
So I'm going to take Noelle and Braden's game and combine them. Now, remind me the name of your game again?
Be mighty eel-like.
And yours is?
Barely mechanical Egyptian.
This is barely mechanical eels. Now, in this game, like what Braden said, we're going to turn around and someone is going to be the eel person. Now, at the same time, someone else is going to get tapped twice, and they're going to be the mechanic. Now, the mechanic. Yes. So the mechanic. I'm good at this, I swear. The mechanic is going to have a secret word that we get from you guys, and whenever they say it, we have to. The person who's the eel, if they hear that word, has to then act like an eel. But they only can do it if the person who they think is the mechanic says the word.
Hey Austin, I'm gonna need you to try that again. Because if I can't follow it, they can't follow it.
Let me simplify it a bit. So there is an eel. We don't know who the eel is, and then we're all actually combined with the mechanic. And if we say the word, the person has to do something eel-like. And we're trying to figure out who the eel is between the four of us.
And we all know the word.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, cool.
I made it very clear.
Yeah, no, now you did. So all four of them are gonna be in the scene. So everyone turn around. I'm gonna, for kicks and giggles, I'm gonna tap you all just so that you don't, I mean, you should be closing your eyes, but just so the audience knows, I'm gonna tap the eel once, and that's all that I do, actually. Okay, cool. I'm gonna pretend like I'm tapping you all. Or maybe I am tapping you all, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing that. Who knows? All right, so just to clarify before you all turn around, the audience is all aware. Cool, and then what I need from you guys is two things. One, I need the mechanical, you guys can turn around now, you're good. I need the mechanic word.
Pineapple.
Bequeath.
Give me a word that you feel like is a little too highbrow for them to use, like it's a little too smart.
Automobile.
Oh, you know what? It's not that smart, but I like pedestrian. Pedestrian is the word, and last thing I need from you is give me a place you wouldn't want to find an eel. Home Depot. Home Depot is your suggestion. And we'll see how this goes. Are we waiting until they guess who the eel is, or is it just for fun?
You stop it.
All right, okay, cool. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
So you said you want this 2x4 cut in two pieces?
Yes, 2 pieces.
2 pieces, awesome. You're making that a new street sign, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Just so the pedestrians don't get ran over, right?
Yes, of course.
Wonderful. Here,
Thank you so much.
here, let me call in my assistant. Assistant.
I need help.
Carry this for the man.
I don't have enough hands.
Hi, this
Thank
is
you
a
for
mighty
holding.
nice pedestrian sign.
Yes. What? Oh wait, what's this over here? That's not one assistant, but wait, behind the door.
No, you can't release her.
Well, I have plenty of practice walking, so we could try out that sign.
Oh, yes, please.
Here, just put, okay, perfect. What does it say? Pedestrians walk?
Just because I don't know if it was entirely clear. Noelle, who do you think was the eel? Wow, they're amazing. All right, cool. I'm gonna pause this for a brief second to say something else about my wife. We bonded over our love of animals. Eels are not one of them. However, because I know something about eels, I'm gonna share an eel fact. Some eels have a second set of jaws, like in their neck, that they use to reach out and grab food and pull it in. And that's metal, okay? That's pretty cool. That's all. Thank you for my eel fact. Don't clap for that, you didn't care. The next game is a game of Shakespeare Understudy, and for this game I need, oh no, lines are hard. Andrew, Braden, Noelle, Bryce. That's all. Alright, cool. So the way that this works, ooh, we did the transition. So in the game of Shakespeare, we see a scene, but it's done in Shakespearean tropes and language. Very simple, similar to Seuss. And then for the game of Understudy, one player, Noelle, is the understudy of this play. She did not learn her lines because she didn't think that Stacy would be out sick, but she is, and so her director, Bryce, is going to be down here mouthing all the words to Noelle, and she has to say exactly what he says when he says it to keep with the play. You'll see how it goes. All right, so for this, give me a suggestion of something that you would not find in a Shakespeare play because it's too modern, too. I like Heelys. I'm gonna do a generational thing. Raise your hand if you know what Heelys are. Okay, good, the children are still educated. I do this sometimes because I'm older than a lot of you. Cool, Heelys are your suggestion. Players, are you ready?
Yes. Forsooth, thou hast stripped and done window breaks.
Yes, Dad! No, that's not good at all!
No, not good at all. Thy mother must come and yell at us, for window doth break. What shall we do?
Oh no, I don't want to.
I don't want to either. Oh, here she comes.
Thou hast...
Oh my goodness!
Twas thy daughter and not thy son.
'Twas not
no.
goodness that did this.
No, it was not me!
Thy sins have been exposed.
Fool, thou foolish fool, for I am not thy brother, but thy other sister.
Oh, my goodness!
My plan all along.
Oh, it was not your plan all the days, it was my plan!
No, forsooth.
Not extra!
Thou hast betrayed the house of law.
Yes! It was my plan!
Thy evil knows no bounds.
No, it doesn't!
The pain upon this house, the house of war. The pain.
Oh, the pain is so good to me, it's my pain! Yes!
This cannot be. Come, let us exile you. New, these weaklings.
No, not the exile!
And the great
I
push.
don't
Push. Our kingdom is free of thine daughter.
But wait! There's more! I didn't die! I was here!
No!
You see a lot of states of being up here on the stage. My favorite one is Panicky Noelle. That's my favorite state of being that any of us produce. All right, cool. So, how many more games do you think we have?
2.
How do you know that? It was 2. This is the first of the 2. This is the game of Hoedown Advice Panel. For this, I need Nathan, Andrew, Braden, players in the front. Allison, go back to the piano because that's where he belongs. He's a piano master. That's a callback. Do you remember the scene where he was a piano? Anyways, this is a game of Hoedown Advice Panel. In the game of Hoedown, we see a little Hoedown written by the players. It's great, it's fun. In the game of Advice Panel, they usually have characters and they give some advice based on real questions that you might have. Obviously, we're going to combine those by having them not give you advice as characters, but rather write a Hoedown for you and your problems. Here's the catch. I want you to give me an actual real problem that you actually need help with. If you try to be funny, I will shame you in front of everyone. So, raise your hand if you have a real issue that you're facing in your life right now. You.
Roommates won't do dishes.
The roommates won't do dishes. Ooh, the roommates won't do dishes. What's your name, sir? Michael. I knew that, but I wanted everyone else to. All right, Michael, how many roommates do you have?
3.
3, and none of them do the dishes.
Correct.
Wow, are you just like a real Cinderella up in that house?
I just do my own dishes and put them away.
Oh, the old don't touch my dishes approach. I was a victim of that many a times because I also didn't do dishes. I still don't, but now it's agreed upon. I do the laundry instead. No, it's an even split. It's not like my wife. That's not what I meant. Okay. And yeah, so do you think this will be a problem that you'll have for a long time? The joke is that he asked Allison to marry him, so I'm shading Allison, but not really. No, it's great. You'll come up with a team together, and it'll be great. All right, so Michael needs some help. His roommates want to do the dishes. Let's hear Michael's roommates want to do dishes. Hoedown. Players, are you ready?
Yes! Michael, and he lives in a shared flat. His problems come because of his good friend Matt. He came in one day and gave him quite a scolding, for his dishes had become quite so moldy.
Well, Michael, I've heard that your roommates are mean. Because they're rude and they don't like to clean. So I have an idea, listen to what I've planned. Everything is simple, just eat out of your hand.
Michael, I am sorry that the dishes are not done. They're dirty and they're gross, and that is no fun. Having many roommates can fill you with strife, but remember, very soon you'll only have one wife.
There's more. Because that's just one piece of advice, and that is great advice. Which mostly was just get over it. So we need more advice. So who else has a real thing that they need help with right now? Oh, you're all so far away though. Okay, in the very back. Do you like me breathing into the mic? I do it a lot on accident. That time was on purpose. What's your question?
I want to quit my job and become a florist.
You want to quit your job? That is very specific. She wants to quit her job and become a florist. What's her name?
I'm Paige.
She's Paige. That's an easy game to rhyme with. Good luck. Okay, Paige, I need you to explain yourself. What do you do right now?
I teach 4th grade.
So she hates children. What? She said that's not inaccurate. I've been substitute teaching this semester, and a lot of them have been for elementary schools, and yeah, she's not wrong. What kind of, is this real, like florist thing, like for real?
It's a pipe dream, but it's something that...
Do you like arrange them, or do you plant them? How does, I'm a boy.
I'm a girl, I like flowers.
And just for the record, if you're a boy and you like flowers, good. Give your men flowers, they like it. Yeah, okay, no, that's not, we're not doing that social statement, that's just me saying words. Okay, so she wants to quit her 4th grade teaching job because children, and she wants to be a florist because nature, and love, and flowers, and I think we're ready. So let's give some advice to Paige now. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
Want a new job and you want a better life. If you become a florist, you will be free of strife. I just have one bit of advice, so listen by and by. By all the laws of physics, a bee cannot fly.
Hello, I am Nathan, and your name is Paige. To give you some advice, I am up here on this stage. I don't know about flowers, about tulip or orchids, but you don't like your school job, throw heavy objects at the kids.
Oh, this here is Paige, and working's kind of hard. She wants to change her job to flowers in the yard. Now if it doesn't work, just remember one thing. Your brother, fiance, money, bling,
Yeah, just for the record, that was Braden's future sister-in-law.
Yes.
Yeah, and if you didn't know that, and then you saw the man that she's sitting with, you'd know that immediately, because they look exactly the same. Cool, well, you remember when I said there was only 2 games left? That was true, but I lied, because there's another thing that happens before the last game, and if you're new to, how many of you don't know what's coming right now? Raise your hand. Oh, you're in for a treat, because it's time for announcement!
Yes! Yeah!
We get excited, because otherwise no one cares. I'm sorry, we've done this bit the entire year, and I think I just finally, acknowledge that we don't actually, it's fine. We're a BYU club. We are a BYU club, and that means that you can come to our club and participate and learn to do improv if you are a BYU student, a BYU staff member, or married to one of those. If you are not, get in the school or find a wife. Anyways, or husband, yeah, it's fine.
Repping the lady.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so we meet here in this room, which we haven't been able to say for 2 years now. We meet in this room, and you all found it, so I know you can find it again. On Thursdays at 7 p.m., 7 to 9, we do this every week, and it's a fun time, it's a good time, it's a good stress reliever if you're in the middle of finals and stuff, so come check it out, come hang out with us, and it'll be fun. We have more shows coming up. We have a show coming up on March the 25th. 25th.
Yes, you chose the date, Matt.
Okay, because the one who's organizing it just told me I was lying, so I panicked. The 25th, it's a Saturday. It is a clubber showcase that has a name that I don't know yet. Do we have a name for it yet? Oh, the March Madness Showcase. That's fun. Yeah, so it's a showcase of some of our newer clubbers and just people that haven't come on stage as much. So come check it out. It'll be a good time. We'll have a fun time, and it'll be great, and it'll be so fun. It'll be in here as well. Same time, different day of the week. And then we also have a show coming up in the beginning of April. We don't have an exact date for it yet. It'll be the 7th or the 8th. It's our best of show, which is a joke because we do improv, so you can't redo the scenes because you make it up as you go. All the other comedy groups do a best of show. That's why we do one too. There might be a fun little twist, so just keep your ear out for that. Oh boy, okay, there's one more announcement. And unfortunately the lighting isn't great on this, but I hope you've enjoyed this little slideshow. Our sound guy Gabe produced it for us. Everyone say thank you, Gabe. Okay, be sure to give him a little smooch on the cheek when you leave. He would love that. So as you may have noticed, there's a QR code up here, and if you've been good boys and girls and not had your phones out, thank you. Get them out. Get them out and scan that QR code because, ooh. Oh, it's gonna get very dark in here in a second. Get it out and scan it because it is our Instagram account, and it will give you funny reels and good jokes and ha-has. We've recently been picked up by the mystical algorithm, and we've gotten a lot of views on our reels recently, so thank you if you followed, if you've liked, if you've shared. It's been doing a big push for us, and we really appreciate it. You'll see funny moments from the show.
Raise your hand if you wore mismatching socks today.
Yeah!
For those of you that didn't, if you follow us on Instagram, you'll know that if you had done that, you could have gotten in for $2 less.
That's true. We always have a little thing that's like, get in for cheaper if you do this, but you only know it if you follow us. So follow us on Instagram. We post funny memes. General conference is coming up. We usually post some of those too, because we're
Just hit 700.
Which is at 700.
I'm glad they're looking. Last show, I looked at it and then the number went down. Cool. Yeah, so thank you for following, thank you for watching, and please just give us a little follow. Keep giving that algorithm a little push. All right, I've spoken enough. It's time for us to close. And what we're going to close with today is a game that we have created called Mashup Library. For this game, I need all my players to the front. So we have a game that we play called Story, and we have various iterations of this game of Story. We always do one for the Halloween show, and we call it Spooky Story, and we do one for the Valentine's show, and we call it Romance Novel. Basically, they're going to be telling a story, but they can only speak when I'm pointing to them, like so.
I'm speaking now and I'm telling them
A story.
Yeah, and if I cut them off in the middle of a word, the next person has to finish that word. The catch is this time, because it's the mashup show, we thought, what if we gave them all a different genre? And then they all just have to try to get the story back to their genre when I point to them? And so they're all trying to take it a different direction, and it becomes chaotic and fun. Now, I wrote this down ahead of time because genres are complicated and hard, so we're going to go in order. Andrew, you are going to be, we'll go with you last because yours is silly. Oh, so is Allison's. Andrew, you're going to be reading from an encyclopedia for us. Nathan, you are going to be telling a romance story. Bryce, you're going to be doing a children's book. Noelle, you're going to be telling like a high fantasy novel, think Lord of the Rings. Austin, you're telling a Greek myth. Braden, you're telling a spooky story. And then Allison is giving us a motivational speech. Normally in this game we tell one cohesive story and add chapters to it. This time I'm just going to get a suggestion for every round. If they speak out of turn, or if they don't match their genre enough, or if I'm just tired of looking at them, I will tell them they're out and we can just go boogie 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 and they'll leave the stage. It'll be great. I realized I needed to clarify that before I kicked one of them out. So, I need a suggestion. Give me something to start this story with.
Sandbox.
I like Sandbox. That's unique. No offense, this guy's in my ward and I didn't listen to him. It's fine. Okay, Sandbox is your suggestion. Players, are you ready?
Yes. Buried in a shallow grave, they found the body of G.G. Eccles.
Who was the coolest kid on the playground. Every day he loved to play in the big giant
Station for magic. He met with his good friend Gallifralius.
Gallifralius, he said, you look oh so lovely today. Have you been doing something new to your hair?
And what Mr. Gallifralius didn't quite understand was that life is like a sandbox. You just have to play around a little bit until something happens.
Ah, Gallifralius screamed as the child became reanimated by Hades himself. How has this dark magic caused this to occur?
Since all things occur through the same types of atoms and molecules, the body and the sand were able to combine.
It was the power of friendship.
My shirt's so much tighter now, he said. Let me just take it.
Because, you know, it's truly not what we wear that makes us different, but what makes us the same is who we are inside.
And also inside is a deep magic brewing and coming, and you
We'll achieve it, he said as he ripped off his shirt, listening and entered the gladiatorial arena.
I was doing stumble, please.
He stuttered like 5 times and I gave him a pass at first, but not anymore. Give me another thing for a story to be about.
Bananas.
Tech decks.
Ooh, applesauce. Applesauce seems silly. And just for fun,
The origin of applesauce comes from the late 1700s when it was first discovered that the mashing of the apples
Was a great way to sneak poison into your lovers.
But Johnny, we need to be nice to our friends.
Ed, the teacher who really actually changed my life as well, by teaching me that the way we treat others is the exact same.
way that the great wizard taught that you can only put a curse on your friend
If you give them a soft kiss in the night. This is a curse that cannot be broken, but...
Anything other than unity, friendship, love, and overall kind feelings.
But also cyanide. I stuck it into your applesauce while you weren't looking, babe.
The cyanide contains ingredients such as riboflavin, red dye number 4, yellow dye number 5.
Oh, why do I feel so lightheaded right now?
said the wizard as he concocted his cyanide potion.
I love when you cook for me, she said. It's just nice to know that we're partners in this.
Great adventure! adventure that we're gonna go on together to the land of apples, sauce, and
It was the library time! Time to
He
go
held her
to
close
spooky
and
place
said,
of
"Love,
body."
the applesauce is like a..."
Spooky place of the body sounds sad. All right, give me. This is fun, right? We have fun. Give me something else. Ooh, I realized if I'm down here, I can't hear any of you. I'm gonna take that because it's a terrible suggestion, and I'm gonna reword it into Braille. Braille, like the language of the people that can't see. Yeah, no, I know. Ignore me. Braille is your suggestion. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Jimbo was sad. He
Couldn't see, but he went to see the great warlock to restore his visions.
Jen, but aren't we all blind in the way? Think about your own biases and prejudices. Don't you have to look at others and say, you know?
It's a bad idea. As a Brazilian helicopter pilot, I do know about the biases that we face, said Jimbo, the blind helicopter pilot.
I know. He's a silly boy, but I couldn't look past that amount of just sheer absurdity. All right, give me another thing.
AI. ChatGPT.
Oh yeah, curling iron. Curling iron. Like the thing that you put in your hair. And not you guys, I don't think.
To properly turn on your curling iron, make sure it is plugged in and raised to a temperature of over 200 degrees.
I don't get shower thoughts.
Said
I get
Janice
curling iron
as she
thoughts.
was
I was
learning
sitting
about
here
how
getting
to-
ready for this speech this morning, and I realized, do I really know the people I'm talking to? Do I really know the people I see every day, the ones I get on the subway to talk to all of you wonderful people, and I say no.
That is what Gallifreyus said to the strange visitor to the village. We
need to treat everybody in the village kindly, even the strangers.
Strangers, or foreigners,
Phil Collins wrote a song about monkeys being strangers. Anyways, that's a Tarzan reference. All right, I need one more thing. Give me another thing.
Charcuterie boards.
What?
Charcuterie boards.
You're not gonna believe this. We actually took charcuterie on Tuesday when we were practicing, or yesterday when we were practicing. Keep going. Keep going. We're just gonna take egg. Egg. I realize we're rather positive right now. It's fine. Egg.
Why can't I be like the other kids, said Jonathan the talking egg. On his first day of kindergarten.
Because my son said Excalibur, I created you
To be who you are. The eggshell's a metaphor, you see. We've all got this hard exterior. What Johnny didn't understand is inside was something of worth.
But other kids don't have yolks.
Come on, future shows. You've been wonderful. Have a great night.